Hi, everyone. Laura Toriano here again. And today I'm coming to talk to you a little bit about being authentic. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I've gone back through my YouTube videos that I've made so far. And of course, whenever we go back and look at what we've done, especially when we're first starting out on something, we tend to judge ourselves pretty harshly. So when I look at my videos, I can see everything that's wrong. I can see that my energy isn't that great, that it's a little monotone. I can see that I say a lot and and these silly phrases that I've learned along my physical trail, I guess my path. And I want to judge myself a lot. And when thought about starting a YouTube channel, I definitely thought, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I don't know how to be on camera. And I realized that, you're not going to be good at something unless you start. And I think that's a really important point, unless you're willing to be bad at it at first. Because, when we learn to walk as children, we don't expect to be good at it when we first start. But when we're adults, we do. We really put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be good. We're afraid of being judged, and we're afraid of not looking like everyone else does. You see all these experts on YouTube and they just know exactly what they're doing and they're so charismatic and all of that. And, I want to be like that, but I'm not. I'm starting out. And so, sometimes we have to be willing to just not be great at things, but to just do it anyway because we have a message or we have something to share. We think we have something of value and we want the world to benefit from that, and a lot of people have to deal with this because if you're a creative person at all, if you paint or draw or dance or act or sing or anything, I mean, it could be anything. There's so much art, even in engineering um, and there's just anything that you love is art in physical activities, in weightlifting or bodybuilding or reshaping your body or anything like that. It's like we have to be not so good at it at first, and we have to be willing to just put ourselves out in the world and be vulnerable. And that is what I call being authentic. It's like being willing to be judged, but being willing to be yourself in the midst of all of that. Because for me, all of my life when I was little, I tried to be this bubbly, gregarious person because I thought that was who everyone expected me to be. And what I learned is that I'm not always that person, and it became an act sometimes. And going through this COVID period, it's been a really beautiful period for me because it's been a period of going inward. And I've spent a lot of time at home. I've spent a lot of time by myself. And I've not talked to people for, days and days and days sometimes. And in that process, I've become a little quieter as a person. And I sort of like that part of me right now. I sort of like listening more than I'm talking. Sort of like listening inside and be more introspective. And that does make me not so bubbly of a person, but it also makes me question, is that who really am I? Am I that bubbly person that I think I have to be in order for people to like me? Most of the time I'm sure they're like, "Ooh, that's not, it doesn't feel authentic." That was just who I was. Somehow I felt like I was expected to be, and so I became. And I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be me. And I want to be me when I'm kind of quiet and when I'm not as bubbly as other people expect me. I don't want to perform or be s- different than who I am. And I want to just accept me. And that doesn't mean that I don't grow and I don't have things to learn and I don't mess up and make mistakes and then make an ass of myself, because I certainly do that, and I know, and I always try to learn from that. That is one of my journeys in life, is to try to learn and be authentic. But I think it's really important for all of us to just take a look at, are there acts that we have taken on? And maybe there are people who are very good at being themselves, and this doesn't apply to them at all. But just I just think it's important to look around at the people that we want to approve of us in our lives, or the people that we want to impress. And just recognize that we don't really need to impress anyone except for ourselves. And that doesn't mean we don't want to give to the world and we don't want to be a part of the world, but we each have something so unique to bring to the world. And it's so important for us to do that. So, you know, where are you being authentically you? And where are you not being authentically you is an important question to ask yourself every day. And not to beat ourselves up when we find places that we're not being authentic, but to say, hey, I really do want to be an authentic human being. I really want to be myself, because when we bring our true selves to the world, then that's really loving ourselves. And that doesn't mean we're not going to change and grow and get better. I mean, I hope I get better at these YouTube videos. I hope I get better at really connecting with people. And eventually I'd like to do lives and things like that. But I really like starting off without the pressure to interact with people and to just get more comfortable in front of the camera. And so I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it helps you to just be willing to try new things and to just question, am I being authentically me? And if not, how can I be more authentically me? Because that is true self love. And until we start living from that place, we really don't truly love ourselves. So thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.